Champ, some people were criticizing Ryan's defense in his last fight versus Duarte. They were talking about the shoulder roll. You know, you're the master defensive boxer of all time. What do you think of his defense?
Just my personal opinion. I thought that he took his time. He was patient, more focused. Whoever didn't like his performance, I mean, I feel like it was a well-rounded performance. He did what he had to do. Went out there, executed the game plan. I'm pretty sure they had a good game plan. He didn't rush, and when it was time to strike, that's what he did.
Right.
In the shoulder roll, only thing he can do is get better. It wasn't bad. At least I didn't think it was bad when I watched the fight.
People were hating. I thought it was great.
That comes with the territory.
Right.
He has to continue to focus on himself, continue to believe in himself, believe in his skills, and
you liked his performance, though?
He's young. He's still growing.
Right.
Still learning.
I was a people guy. I think very well on the so let's pick that your bike yeah. I got one bomber. I got two shots. This fight is not going to do by how it's fine. Like you're going to do that. I don't understand why the heavyweights don't get on the road. Yeah, I don't get that. I just understand. Here, same movie. Don't never hit the road. That movie you never hit. That's how you go. And guess what? I'm just in jail. He's going to get off that shit. Oh, I didn't even know anything. Nice try!
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
There was a period when Floyd Mayweather made a serious effort to recruit Ryan Garcia to join Mayweather Promotions. Garcia has grown into one of boxing's biggest stars, and despite delivering mixed results in recent years, he continues to be one of the sport's most marketable athletes thanks largely to his enormous following on social media. Mayweather repeatedly attempted to persuade the Mexican-American standout to leave longtime promoter Oscar de la Hoya, but those efforts never came to fruition. Even so, Floyd has consistently expressed respect for Garcia's talent and has often offered advice and support as the young boxer advanced through his career. He has also publicly defended Garcia's heavy use of social media, describing it as a smart way of building his brand and expanding his success outside the ring.
Not really, you know, young fighters will take it the wrong way when you say certain things sometimes.
Right.
Even like a while back when it's called divide and conquer. When I talked about me being like YouTube, I said, listen,
I don't cry about you.
I'm saying if that was his hustle, if he got a lot of followers from wherever he got them from, that's his hustle.
Right.
And he's supposed to say, yo, you can't knock my hustle no matter where I got him from.
Right.
And
The funny thing, I didn't even do YouTube.
no. It's not, no, I think
I've done it a little bit.
Social media.
yeah, but you know,
You still got 1 million on there though.
when it's all said and done, we don't really care about the followers. We care about his performance.
There it is.
He had a little minor setback, major comeback.
Right.
Floyd Mayweather and Ryan Garcia have built a relationship based on mutual respect, which is why it's not unusual to see them spending time together. Over the years, the pair have been seen together on several occasions, highlighting the strong connection they've developed. During those meetings, Mayweather has passed along valuable knowledge and training insights gained throughout his legendary career. Those lessons have played a role in helping Garcia sharpen his skills and continue progressing as a more complete boxer.
What's up, Ryan? What's up, Ryan? We're good.
As Floyd Mayweather and Ryan Garcia have strengthened their relationship over the years, many expected Garcia's promoter, Oscar de la Hoya, to criticize Floyd for getting so involved with one of his fighters. Instead, the founder of Golden Boy Promotions has shown no issue with Garcia spending time alongside Mayweather, even during their late-night training sessions. De la Hoya has openly welcomed the idea, saying it's beneficial for Ryan to learn from someone with Floyd's experience and that the guidance can help him continue developing into an even more skilled and accomplished boxer.
Just running with Floyd, and I know that back in the day that, just your overall thoughts that he's able to, work with the other side promoter after fighting Tank. Is it just a good relationship that after the fights are done?
First of all, if Floyd Mayweather Jr. is actively promoting and is still a promoter, which I'm not sure because Al Heyman doesn't have dates until March. So I don't know what Floyd Mayweather Jr. is doing in the meantime. But look, back in the day in my book, that was conflict of interest. Back in my day, that was, we might put you on notice because promoters are talking to our fighters or poaching. But I don't think that's the case. I think that it's great that Ryan and Floyd are running together because he can soak up all the knowledge from Floyd, a young kid who can be amongst greats is always a positive for me.
Ryan Garcia's relationship with his promoter has long appeared to be strained. Time and again, disagreements between Garcia and Oscar de la Hoya have surfaced in the lead-up to major fights. One notable example came before Garcia's 2023 showdown with Oscar Duarte, when he accused both de la Hoya and boxing legend Bernard Hopkins of putting him in a position to lose. Garcia didn't hold back, confronting his promoter directly while standing right beside him. The tense exchange created an uncomfortable scene and made it clear to fans that the partnership between Garcia and his promoter was far from smooth.
One thing that's been on my heart is the statements that Bernard made, where he'll decide if I'm going to finish or if I should continue boxing after this fight. He don't decide that. My coach does, my team does, everybody that grinds with me day in and day out. That's who decides, and ultimately God decides, not him. Nobody was telling him when to stop boxing. He stopped boxing at 145, so kudos to him. But he don't determine that. And another thing I want to touch on is, Oscar saying that we misinterpret what they say. It's plain English. I didn't hear anybody speaking any language I don't know. So, it's very clear to me that, they're backing this guy to beat me just like they thought he was going to beat me. He was the next Filipino star. They say he's the next Mexican star. You know what? I put everything into this fight, for the first time. I'm extremely committed in a long time. 2021 was one of the times it kind of broke me. 2022, changed me. 2023 opened my eyes. I'm about to come back for everything. I'm just lasered and I'm laser focused. That's where my confidence comes from.
The tension between Ryan Garcia and his promoter has shown no signs of fading. At the press conference for his September 12th bout against Conor Benn, Garcia once again appeared to take a swipe at Oscar de la Hoya while speaking in front of the media. When reporters asked how much de la Hoya had contributed to the negotiations for the fight, Garcia gave a brief and dismissive response, saying, "Not a lot, I guess." His remark quickly sparked discussion throughout the boxing world. The situation escalated even further when Garcia's longtime attorney, Guadalupe Valencia, addressed the media with a carefully worded statement. Valencia explained that Golden Boy Promotions was functioning primarily as a promotional partner alongside Garcia's own company, a clarification that many interpreted as another indication of the increasingly strained relationship between the boxer and his longtime promoter.
Ryan and Conor are up there. Ryan, maybe this is a question for you. What involvement does Oscar De La Hoya have in this fight?
Not a lot, I guess. He said, what does Oscar have involvement with this? I mean, he's part of it, right? Yeah, he's cool.
So, they're co-promoters with Ryan and our company, Ryan Garcia Promotions. So, they're partners with us. And that's it.
According to the narrative surrounding their dispute, the latest chapter in Ryan Garcia's ongoing conflict with Oscar De La Hoya began after the promoter criticized the planned matchup with Conor Benn during an Instagram live session. De La Hoya argued that there was little interest in the fight, saying fans would rather see Garcia face Devin Haney in a rematch. Those public comments only added more fuel to the already strained relationship between the boxer and his longtime promoter, pushing their disagreement further into the spotlight.
Yo, what's up, guys? Lots of fake news going around. Okay, so people are posting about the Ryan Garcia fight and Conor Benn fight in Las Vegas, September 12th. But I have yet to be approached about making this fight. We signed a 2-fight deal for Ryan with the Saudis last year. The first fight was with Barrios. And apparently the Saudis have chosen Conor Benn to be Ryan's next opponent. Nobody's asking for this fight. The fans are definitely not wanting this fight. And if it were up to me, I would have picked Devin Haney for the rematch. That's a much bigger fight. But because Turkey owns Zuffa and wants to help them out, he picked Conor Benn. But whatever, that's fine. I mean, look, you can't just make fights without Golden Boy and DAZN. I know Paramount wants the Ryan fight on their network because their regular Zuffa fights do a few thousand views.
Ryan Garcia was clearly unhappy with what he viewed as his promoter's attempts to undermine the momentum surrounding the event. He didn't hold back when responding, publicly urging Oscar De La Hoya to stop creating unnecessary distractions. Garcia bluntly told the boxing icon to simply collect his paycheck and let the event speak for itself. He also questioned why a promoter would criticize a fight they were directly involved in promoting, a response that further highlighted just how strained and fragile their working relationship had become.
If any involvement does Oscar have in this fight?
He's a co-promotion. Golden Boy is a co-promotion with Ryan Garcia Promotions, and we have one more fight with them, so they're going to be part of one more as co-promotion with my promotion. So that's pretty much it.
And that one more fight, that doesn't include this one, right? That's one more after this one?
Yeah, one more after this one, yeah.
Is there any reason why he wasn't on the stage on Saturday at Fanatics Fest?
Oh, I mean, I don't really, I'm not in charge of that. So I don't really know why he wasn't there. I'm not in charge.
Well, one of the big things that a lot of people are looking forward to is, will he be up there with Dana White? They have a long sort of, very friction-like relationship. Will they be up there together?
I have no idea. I mean, if I did, I would tell you, but I have no idea. I just show up wherever I need to be.
One thing that I have said on the show and that I heard was that when you did the Times Square fight, you signed a 2-fight deal with Turkey and the Saudis and Sella, and this fight falls under that, and that's why he's probably not going to be as visible for this particular fight. Is that an accurate thing to say?
Yeah, you could say that. I have obviously Oscar's, I don't know if it's called sold my fights to Sella for 2 fights. I don't really know how that works. I just know that I have one more fight with Turkey.
Does he profit off of this one though?
Of course, yeah. Of course he profits off it. Come on now.
So does it bother you when he comes out and says, yo, I don't want to see this fight. This fight doesn't.
It makes no sense. You're getting paid off it. I don't understand why you're talking shit about it. It's like, bro, collect your check and move on. Like, what is the point of that? It makes no sense. You're getting paid. What? If you're getting paid, why are you talking shit? It makes no sense, bro. And nobody's even mad at you. I haven't even talked shit about him in a long time. I don't understand where that came from. It's like, why are you putting my fight down, bro? Like, I have no problems with you. I still don't. I don't really care. I I just don't understand why that. I really don't get it. I don't know the thinking process in that.
It appeared that Oscar de la Hoya took Ryan Garcia's comments to heart. Shortly after Garcia's interview, de la Hoya met with the boxer and agreed to the requests surrounding the promotion of the Conor Benn fight. Following their discussion, Oscar stated that his relationship with Ryan was in a good place and emphasized that they were working side by side to make the upcoming showdown with Conor Benn as successful as possible.
Okay, so how is the relationship with Ryan? How would you describe it?
Oh, we had a talk the other day. It's great. It's good. We had a discussion the other day, and I know he said a couple of things on your show and this and that, but we talked to each other. Everything's great. We're gonna make sure that this event is big. We're gonna make sure that Ryan gets what he deserves, that he's treated the way he deserves, and just make sure that he's ready and prepared to go up and take the throne from Conor Benn. I mean, he has no throne, but I'm saying, make sure that he goes out there 100% and beats Conor Benn.
So that's interesting because when I spoke to him, it was last Tuesday. He said he hadn't spoken to you in quite some time. So I'm gathering you spoke to him after that conversation on this show?
It was after the conversation. Yeah, this show, he called for a meeting, for a sit-down conversation, which I gladly accepted. I mean, he's a Golden Boy fighter. And so, we just work things out once again. We work things out and, hey, let's be clear here. Let's make sure we don't talk shit to each other. Let's make sure that we make the biggest events happen. And I was all for that, obviously. I mean, I'm a promoter. I want to make sure this big fight is the biggest it can be. And I want to make sure that Ryan Garcia is clear-headed enough to go out there and knock out Conor Benn.
So he called for the chat with you. He wanted it. He initiated it.
Yes.
That's good to hear. So
it's good to hear. It's great. I love it. That's the way it should be. Like, look, let's make sure that we're all aligned and make sure that we can just put on the biggest event possible.
Oscar de la Hoya is confident that the Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn matchup will attract tremendous fan interest, expecting supporters from both North America and the United Kingdom to pack the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. He even predicted that more than 20,000 British fans could travel to attend the event, creating an electric atmosphere. Despite his optimism about the fight's success, de la Hoya maintained that a rematch between Garcia and Devin Haney would still be the larger and more commercially significant showdown.
One thing that he did say in our chat was that he felt like you were putting the fight down, that you were demoting it, that you were essentially trying to get people not to watch. And then I saw in the comments on the post that we had on Instagram that you said, no, I just feel like the Haney fight is better. And so can you tell us, what is your sentiment towards this fight?
Well, towards this fight, it's going to be massive. Obviously, I would say about 20,000 Brits will probably come over to the US, to Las Vegas on fight week. Reminds me of when I promoted Floyd Mayweather versus Ricky Hatton back in the day. We had about 60,000 Brits who flew over to participate in the activities, and it was such a special event. So I kind of have that feeling now. I think about 20,000 Brits will come over and want to support their very own and Conor Benn. It's going to be a massive event. But look, I feel that this event is going to be a special one. The fact that Ryan Garcia, we've positioned him to take over the September date, which is very important in boxing. And I'm very glad that Ryan Garcia now has the throne.
Okay, but this is a bit of a departure from your initial sentiment, which was the Haney fight is bigger and more interesting.
Oh, no. And everybody will agree with me. The Haney fight obviously is much bigger. There's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of animosity. Imagine with the father and Devin Haney, and I mean, it would be massive. It would literally be bigger than this. I would assume people would agree with me, but will it be a better fight? I don't know. Conor Benn is an amazing fighter. He's an action-packed fighter. So my sentiment towards it in the beginning was, yeah, the Haney fight will be bigger.
The September 12th showdown is building into one of the most highly anticipated events on the boxing calendar. In the lead up to the fight, both Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn have consistently exchanged verbal shots through interviews and media appearances. Benn, in particular, has displayed plenty of confidence, repeatedly questioning Garcia's determination and insisting he plans to force the American to quit inside the ring. Benn has also expressed confidence that those doubting him will be proven wrong when he captures his first world title on September 12. He credited his victories over Chris Eubank as the defining moments that elevated his career, saying those performances left him feeling stronger, more experienced, and more self-assured than ever before. According to Benn, his focus is now exclusively on facing boxing's biggest names. He even went as far as predicting a knockout victory, a bold claim given that many still view him as the underdog heading into the contest.
You know, speaking of you punching people's heads in, you and Ryan got in it on X the other day. You said he lacks heart and you're going to make him quit.
Yeah.
You know,
That's not speculation. That's facts. We've seen it. As soon as he gets on top, as soon as he gets a bit rough in there, he don't like it. You know, so I'll go in there and I'll show him. I'll show him what I'm like.
you know, speaking of your heart, you had those two incredible fights with Eubank. Talk to me a little bit about what you learned in those fights and what you gained from that.
I learned I could go to the well and back. You know, they were hard fights. They were extremely taxing and challenging, you know, especially up at middleweight. They were hard fights. That's what I'm here for. That's what we're here for, to give the fans, you know, fight of the year kind of fights, you know, and just keeping it moving.
Yeah, I love that fight for you, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
You know, going forward, should you get past Ryan, what are your goals in the sport of boxing? Are you going for the Zuka belt? You going for undisputed?
I just got to get this world title. That's it. That's all I'm focused on in a minute. Like, all the rest is noise. Focused on getting that belt.
How do you see this one playing out?
I think I'll knock him out.
What round?
I can't say. I just don't see it going. I just don't see it going points. I don't see it going points.
With so much tension surrounding Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn, the fight has become one of the biggest talking points in the boxing community. Opinions continue to pour in, although many observers are siding with Garcia because of his superior experience, proven skill set, and status as the reigning champion. Supporters of Garcia believe his resume gives him a clear advantage and struggle to see a path to victory for Benn. Among the most outspoken critics has been Hall of Famer Carl Froch, who offered a harsh assessment of Benn's recent performances. Froch argued that Benn has developed a habit of keeping his chin too high and recklessly putting himself in vulnerable positions during exchanges. He also claimed that Benn's punching power is no longer what it once was, going as far as predicting that Ryan Garcia could stop him within the opening 3 rounds.
Conor Benn, Ryan Garcia. How do we see that one panning out? Because on paper, that is what should happen next. Suddenly, is that's still not the big landmark name you want, though, is it?
Not for Ryan Garcia, no. I mean, Conor Benn against Ryan Garcia, I think Conor Benn gets absolutely splattered. I've got to be honest, I don't think he's got a chance. He's not there yet. And I've said it before, and he gets the ump with me for saying it. But who's he beat? What's he done? Who's his biggest win?
Chris Eubank.
You can't say it's a big win. This guy finished Eubank years ago. And Eubank lost a couple of fights. He got battered by Liam Smith, and that's a level. It's like, what's Eubank done to warrant Conor Benn saying, I'm ready for world titles like this against this guy? I know he's just now become a new world champion, and it'd be a good fight, but for me, I just think Ryan Garcia runs rings around him. I don't know if you agree or disagree.
He might have a new dream. He might have a better dream. If I'm Conor Benn, I'm probably looking at Garcia though as the one for me, because it's a bigger fight than the Shakur fight.
Yeah, and more winnable.
And more winnable. So yeah, it's more dangerous in some ways, but it's more winnable in others. And I mean that's a fight that I would be really excited for, to be honest. I'd really, because I think Conor Benn, whether like he's limited or unproven in certain ways, he's got an exciting style, and he's good to watch. He's fun to watch, and he's coming off a massive high. And he's a much better fighter now than he was a year ago, just through having those 2 camps, fights, the whole process against Eubank, performing on the highest stage, coming back from a loss to avenge it in a great way. And maybe it might be flattering because Chris Eubank was so finished, but I think the Garcia fight, I think it's a great fight, really.
While much of the boxing world is backing Ryan Garcia to win, not everyone shares that opinion. Boxing superstar Terence Crawford has taken the opposite stance, predicting that Conor Benn is capable of pulling off the upset. Although Crawford acknowledged Garcia's advantage in experience, he believes Benn's physical strength, non-stop pressure, and natural power at the welterweight limit could prove to be the deciding factors. In Crawford's view, those attributes give Benn a genuine opportunity to overcome the odds and score a statement victory.
Seems like Ryan versus Conor. That's what it seems like. How do you think that fight goes?
I think that's a good fight. I think, of course, Ryan got the experience, but I think Conor got the size and the power, and I think that it's going to be an interesting fight moving forward.
Okay. Do you have a pick?
I'm going to go with Conor.
Really?
I'm going to go with Conor.
For real?
I think you're going to upset him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people picking Conor.
I'm going to pick him just because.
Just
I'm going to go out there
all right.
and pick him.
Wow. As fight night approaches, the majority of analysts continue to favor Ryan Garcia, citing his experience, skill set, and accomplishments at the highest level. Even so, there remains one major question: which version of Garcia will step into the ring? If he performs at his best, many believe he has the tools to secure another impressive victory. However, Conor Benn is determined to prove the doubters wrong and deliver the biggest win of his career, making this an intriguing matchup from every angle. Now we'd like to hear your thoughts. Who do you believe will have their hand raised on September 12th? Share your prediction in the comments below and let us know how you see this fight unfolding. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and enable notifications so you never miss our latest boxing coverage. As always, we appreciate your support and look forward to reading your opinions in the comments. We'll see you in the next video.